So I welcome you all to this interesting session. So this session will be the need of the hour, especially at this modern era. Parenting has become a tough task. So dear parents, it's my pleasure to share with you all the effective parenting tips or the art of parenting to rear our children in an effective manner. So let us join together in this journey. So this session will be covering all the aspects of positive parenting. So in a nutshell, we would like to call it as holistic parenting. So shall we start from navigating the modern parenting landscape? This is the more technical term we have given for parenting style. Once again, I welcome you all. This presentation will explore the multifaceted roles of modern parenting. So in this session, we will be covering, so what is our family structure at this present age and what does the society expect? Then parenting styles, then what kind of relationships are being maintained or being established in the present day society. Moreover, the effective challenges we face in parenting. Then co-parenting, here comes the very important part because it overrules all the other aspects. Technology now dominates, it predominates. So the role of technology in parenting also plays a vital role. So finally it all ends up with mental health. So we all want a peaceful and happy life. We want our children to be a progressive children, efficient children, effective children. So for this journey, let us start the journey together. Okay? So nurturing parent-child relationship. See, actually every child is a volume. One should know how to read them. Actually, child is a combination of two main predominant factors. One is nature, another one is nurture. In science, we call it as heredity and environment. So a child is a combination of both the things. So 50-50. So what the nature gives and what we nurture to them. So actually it's a God-given gift. They are like garden. We have to take care of them very gently, very effectively, no doubt. Here the parent role in nurturing the children becomes inevitable. It involves so many interesting and inevitable factors. The first and foremost thing in parenting is we should be very patient enough to listen to them. So active listening alone is a very ultimate factor which will build a strong relationship between the child and the parents. So it demonstrates empathy. So a child may have different perspective. The child's physical age and mental age, it differs. So empathy is a very important term every parent should understand. So putting yourself in place of a child and understanding what the child does. For that, you need to become a child. Every parent need to become a child to understand their own language. Understanding a child's language is very important until you listen to them very carefully. So if you are an active listener to your child, you are a successful parent. If you don't have patience to listen to them, then ultimately nothing will be there. So be active listener to your children. So this empathy plays a vital role. Then your quality time. Unless you spend your quality time, see what I want to mean is quality time. It doesn't mean that time I am spending 1 hour with my child, 2 hours with my child, but how far it is effective. Are you able to listen to them very carefully? Are you able to watch them? Are you able to observe them? Are you able to meet out their needs? Are you able to understand them? Are you really connected with them? You are in contact with them, no doubt. You are living in the same house, we are having close contact. But being in contact is different from being connected with the children. Unless until you have right connections, then you will not be able to spend quality time. So be an active listener, pro-listening, then spend quality time so that you can share all the activities what are related to the children and what are related to yourself. So both can share all your activities so that the time spent with your child will make a child very effective, very progressive child. Then comes your unconditional love. So they are not our enemies. They are born through us. They are angels. They are like garden. So we are planting a seed. It takes time to grow. A seed cannot become a tree within a day or two. So nowadays, in this modern age, the parents, they don't have the patience to wait. They expect their child to immediately yield the fruit within a week or within a month. So in preschool, in primary school, in secondary school, the age differs, activity differs, skills differs, talent differs, everything differs. But we cannot expect a hybrid kind of result within a short span of time. We need to wait. So unconditional love becomes so important so that you can accept them as they are and you can give the correction later on then and there. So instead of telling them what to do and what not to do, concentrate on giving instruction in telling what to do and express your unconditional love. They should feel connected to you. The love should be a real one. It should not be an artificial one. It should not be a tailor-made one. It should be a real and it should be felt by the children. Then they will feel secure. That's called secure attachment. It promotes self-esteem and well-being. Children need respect. They need to be respected. So parents, please bear it in mind, whether they are very small in age or it doesn't matter. They have self-esteem. They need to be respected. Unless you respect them, it is very difficult to get the respect back from them. So let us all try to imbibe all these good qualities to become a very good parent, to nurture them, to nurture their talents in a progressive manner. So these three aspects become very important. As I told you, the child grows in different age, in different stage, with different mindsets. So as they cross the teenage, till then, we need to concentrate on the three factors. The first one is child-centered. So nowadays in teaching learning process, it is no more teacher-centered one, it is always a child-centered one. So if you want to understand a child, as already I told you, you need to become a child. That empathy should be there. So what are their interests? What are their abilities? What are their skills? What are their talents? What are their expectations? So what are their rejections, failures? Everything has to be understood by the parent. So parent, they need to understand everything, because a child is a small child. They don't have the maturity. They are not age-wise and effectively they are not so grown up. Hence, the child-centered activity or child mentality or child growth, everything has to be understood by the parent. And whatever our efforts, whatever the parents, we take all the efforts, we give them so many things, we give them all the comforts, and everything should be focused on the child. Everything should be for the welfare of the child, to condition the child, to grow the child in a proper manner. Then as we give that unconditional love, self-esteem, everything, but we should be very clear enough to set the boundaries where they are. Even though they are our own child, they are our lovable gift of God and everything, so it is a correct demarcation or line where we need to limit ourselves with clear boundaries. The boundaries should be very clear. So where to correct the child, where to punish the child, where to love the child, how to love the child, how to make the child understand, everything needs. So we need to give love, we need to give attention, we need to give affection. At the same time, punishment is also one very important part in bringing up the child. Whereas nowadays we call it as an unwanted factor, but it's a needed factor in a limited manner. Without affecting their physique or mental, that should be in a gentle and polished form. There we have to set clear boundaries. If they are misusing the technology, if they are addicted to social media, you should set the clear boundaries. Till what time they can use their gadgets? You should set the boundaries. You should set the limit. So within that limit, it should be done. So as a parent, as a matured parent, we should know how to guide the child to cut short the unwanted activities and to improve the wanted activities. So what has to be done in excess, what has to be reduced in short time. All this has to be set by the parents. So make a clear-cut demarcation or clear-cut boundary so that your child is not getting addicted to unwanted things. And it is the duty of the parent to look into that, to be with the child and to mark very clear boundaries. Then this is very important. So once we concentrate on the child, we know what they need. And once we know what they don't need, we were able to cut off the things, then comes your respectful interaction. We need to interact with the child. We need to connect with the child. So interaction, it doesn't mean that just have you done the homework, have you had your lunch in the school, have you completed the snacks, at what time you want to sleep. It doesn't mean that interaction. Respectful interaction and meaningful interaction, lovable interaction. Their needs should be understood by the parents. Their expectations should be fulfilled by the parents. What do they expect? What do they want? Just listen to them. It may be meaningless or it may be worthless, but spend your time, spend your quality time. Listen to them. They need listeners. If you are having meaningful interaction, if you are not able to give solutions for their problem, it doesn't matter. But have patience to listen. Just make them understand. Let them tell stories. You can share your stories or whatever it may be, anecdotes, real life incidents. Everything has to be there. So don't hesitate. Don't think that they automatically learn everything through gadgets, through social media. So it is a myth. So here comes an important factor that so they are ready to listen to your words and you also should be ready to listen. But this interaction should be meaningful. And please bear it in mind, children listen to the parent words. But you should know the art of telling the things. If you are able to tell the way in which they want, definitely the interaction will be meaningful. So this is a very basic structure given by the Central Board of Secondary Education regarding the school connect and the parent connect. So how the school can play an important role in connecting the parents to bring the child in a proper manner. So relationship building, strengthening parent-school connections through open communication with the teachers and counselors. As we know, the children are very well connected to the teachers more than the parent, because you know the very famous saying, parents are the first teachers and teachers are the second parent. So they are connected only with these two people, so either with the parents or with the teachers. So here the relationship should be very strong between the school and the parent. Then reinforcement, providing awareness program to equip parents with essential skills and expert guidance. Definitely at this age, at this stage, in this modern world, we need to learn the techniques, we need to understand the strategies to bring up the children in the right perspective. For that, reinforcement has to be done with various awareness programs by the school authorities. Hence, next comes the reflection, creating safe spaces for parents to discuss challenges, share ideas and learn from each other. The school, from the teaching side or from their administrative skills, they will be able to give some inputs to the parents, and from parent side, they will be able to get some inputs from the school side. There should be meaningful interaction and it should be reflected in bringing the child in the correct manner. Then if all the three things are happening well, then final point, it will be a rejoicing one. Encouraging activities that celebrate parenting and student achievements within the school environment. So they crave for recognition. So recognition is the need of the hour for each and every child. So they need to be awarded. They need to be praised. So all their activities to be monitored either in the house or in the school. Here I would like to highlight one point. The children may be doing so many good things in the house. They may be doing so many good things in the school. Here the parent and teacher should have a good contact so that they will be able to give common appreciation to the child for all their meaningful activities, whatever is happening in the school as well as in the house. Then they will be able to live their life very happily. They will be able to recognize and respect both the parents and teachers, so that the child will become always a progressive child in all the aspects. So this initiative aims to enhance learning, personal growth and emotional well-being by actively involving parents in their child's education. So this is very important, that emotional well-being. So it is the utmost need. The child should know how to balance the emotions. So emotional imbalance will create a lot of problems. So if all the things are happening correctly between the school and the parent, then the child will get proper balance, emotional balance strategies to build themselves in the right way. So education and learning, fostering a love of knowledge. No doubt education, making man out of man is called education. They learn things, they learn lot of things, they learn lot of subjects. So it creates a supportive learning environment at home and school. Play-based learning enhances creativity and problem-solving skills. Support different learning styles. Early intervention for learning difficulties is key. Encourage curiosity and critical thinking. See, different subjects may have different objectives. As already I used to say in many things or in many seminars, the language, it plays a vital role. So apart from communication, language is being taught to enhance or to develop creativity and imagination. These are the major tools of any language. If any person is an expert in any language, they have a good sense of creativity, they have a good sense of imagination to express the things in an effective and proper manner. Similarly, a subject called mathematics, it involves the objective of developing the concentration skill among each and every child. So the science subject, it develops a sense of curiosity to know the things, why it is happening, how it is happening, when it is happening, why it is happening. So social science, it connects three different things: past, present, future. Similarly, along with academics, they are involved in so many playful activities. So whatever the activities, right from their entry to the school to the exit from the school, they learn so many activities along with academics. For each and every activity teaches them some core values. So what are the values they develop? They develop the sense of creativity, they know the sense of problem solving skills, and with different learning styles they learn so many things. So here comes the curiosity and critical thinking. So we should provide a supportive environment. So supportive environment, which means that either in the house or in the school or in the school campus, a supportive, conducive environment. As I told you, a child is a product of two things: heredity and environment. Heredity, gene-wise, they have inborn talents, inborn abilities, everything. When it is clubbed together with the right environment, the growth will be proper. So for that, we need to assist with play-based learning. So as already I used to inform you that the holistic learning involves three things: body, mind and soul. So body, we need physical activities, definitely, that is connected with play-based learnings. The play or sports or games, it teaches you so many things. The sportsmanship. What is sportsmanship? Giving up, accepting the victory and defeat in the same state of mind. That is called emotional balance. They know how to adjust, they know how to cooperate. So many good qualities they learn in play-based activities. So learning styles, it differs. When a child is provided all this environment in a neat and proper manner, they learn according to their own pace and own style. So embracing the journey. So it's a journey, it's a lifelong journey. It doesn't end up. Education is a lifelong process. Even a child grows from childhood to adulthood through various ages. So it's a superb journey. Parenting is a continuous journey of learning and growth. So along with the child, be the parent, learn with them. As the child grows, the parent also, they grow along with them. They used to observe all the activities. They used to observe their behavior, how it differs from each stage. So we learn the things. Along with them, we grow and we give the necessary correction and everything. Here, the parent should be, they should not be so rigid. So this word is very important, flexible. They should be able to analyze, understand, observe, criticize, love everything towards the child. So the flexible approach towards the child will help them to be more adaptable to you. So if the parents are very flexible and adaptable, they will have children will have a good growth. Then seek support. It's a mutual support. Support from the parents as well as support from the children, support from the teachers with all the available resources. So if all the things are happening properly, then celebrate the joys of parenthood. Parenthood is not a burden. So before getting a child, every parent is longing for a child. Longing for years together. They go to temple, they go to church, they go to mosque and they do all the offerings and they wait for this. But once the child is born, the child should not become a burden. So parenthood is a very important journey. So you should embrace the journey with happiness, with all these good qualities. So it is not impossible to practice, it is very possible to practice. So practice it effectively to enjoy the parenthood. Parenting in the digital age. So as I told you, this modern era, as we are more addicted towards technology, technology rules the world. There is a competition between teacher and technology. There is a competition between man and technology. So AI is going to replace all the sectors. So AI teachers are there, AI principal, AI doctors will come, AI pilot will come. So AI plays a vital role. So in this digital age, all the children are having their mobiles, electronic gadgets, laptop or iPad, everything. So in this stage, how to control them, how to rear them up in a proper. Set limits. Here, your role is very important. You should know the boundaries. So have a mutual agreement or have a mutual contract by setting the proper time. What is the usage of screen time? So give the mobiles. So without mobile, they cannot grow. It is impossible. But set a time limit. Have an agreement. So if you complete this task, if you are able to complete your homework, if you are able to complete your assignments, if you are able to complete your studies, if you are able to complete your play, games, everything, then you will be allowed to use the mobile for half an hour. So either in the morning or in the evening or altogether 1 hour. Not continuously 5 hours or 6 hours. The reverse thing should not happen. If they are given some meaningful task, if they are able to complete the meaningful task for 3 to 4 hours, they can use the mobile for 30 to 40 minutes. Again, the reverse should not happen. They will be completing the task for 30 minutes and they will be enjoying the mobile for 5 hours. It is stupidity, it should not happen. So be very clear about setting the limits, how to control. Once you are setting the limit, you are giving the mobile, you are giving the gadgets. It is our duty, definitely, have connected with them, monitor their activities. So what kind of channels through which they are seeking in? What kind of things they are seeing? What kind of things they are observing? It is our duty to monitor and cut short everything with the right sense. Then if you are doing all these things, then you can promote their all the effective skills. So literacy, they will be able to read, write, speak everything correctly if they are able to read it. So please help them in all possible activities. Give them freedom. So let them commit mistakes. From mistakes, let them learn. So give them. So more important point is, give them responsibility. Teach them responsibility. Let them be self-disciplined. Don't force them discipline. Just explain the situation, explain the scenario. So let them learn by themselves. Let them be able to rule them by themselves. Let all their activities be self-disciplined. Give them a flow chart. Let all their activities be monitored. Let them write all their activities right from their waking up to till they go to bed, what kind of activities they do. Let them make a chart and let them read and let them understand what they do and what they should not do. Then ultimately safety will be definitely ensured. Then. So stress management for parents. Yes, even parents, we become more stressed when we deal with the children. So the office stress is being carried to home and the home stress is being reflected in the office, and mutual caring and sharing is there. The stress is growing up every day and we are taking every step to reduce it, but instead it grows up. It should not happen. So to avoid all these things, this is very important. Prioritize sleep. So without tension, without stress, we should be able to balance our life. If you are having that, you will be able to have a good sleep. It promotes a lot of health activities. Then your healthy nutrition, it is connected with. So as you know very well, the children are addicted to fast food and so many things, items which should be avoided, and they should be taught properly to have proper food, homemade food. Then regular exercise. Let their food style, let their physical activities and everything should be monitored along with the sleep activities. If all these things are done by the children very well, the parents also will have same thing and the children also will have good stress-free management. So it is applicable both for the parent as well as both for the children. And if the parents are continuously ordering food outside, and if they are teaching the children not to eat this, then and they are continuously sitting in front of TV and not doing anything. So we are the role models, we are the examples. So they learn from us, they copy from us. So you cannot make corrections in Xerox copies. If you need to make corrections, you need to do it in the original copy. So we are the originals, children are our Xerox. So all the corrections need to be carried out in the original copy. That is, parents, if you are able to follow all these things, automatically the children will follow them. Then navigating parenting challenges. So it has become a challenge nowadays. So discipline, use positive reinforcement on logical consequences. Instead of explaining them about the negative aspects, so use positive reinforcement. If they are doing any good things, appreciate them, award them, reward them, praise them. So let them understand the importance of the good activity. So if you are doing anything good, yes, our growth, it comes out in a good way. If you are doing anything wrong, the negative things happen. So teach them about the positive, optimistic activity. So this happens in every house. If there are siblings, conflict is always there. But conflict, not always, it also teaches them how to adjust, how to cooperate, how to give up. So teach them how to be along with their siblings. Then behavioral issues. So suppose if you happen to find some kind of behavioral issues, some kind of disorder, some kind of unwanted thing, please try to identify the root cause. Seek professional help if needed. They might have been affected by the peer group in the school. They might have been affected by the teacher. They might have been affected by the relatives. Please find out the root cause. So without finding the root cause, without analyzing the problem in detail, please don't take any disciplinary action. Please don't give them any punishment. Try to understand, try to analyze and have a thorough and in-depth study why my child is behaving like this. What are the areas she is in connect or he is in connect? why she is behaving like that. So for in that case, if you need, you can go for a better counseling, then it will be a good solution for it. Then academic pressure. So nowadays, it is the need of our children have to study, but it should be a stress-free education. Happy schooling and joyful learning will serve the purpose. So 4 types of parenting style. So authoritative parent, authoritarian, and permissive, uninvolved. So we should put into the place where we are, complete 100%, taking into our control. Somewhat, little bit okay. Then permissive, giving the enough adjustment, giving the enough freedom where we are. Then this called over-caring parents and under-caring parents. So in this type, we should be always the permissive, having the right control thing. So this CBSE parenting calendar aims to foster a collaborative, inclusive and supportive school ecosystem by strengthening parent-teacher engagement and addressing diverse student needs. Here we have got this one, strengthening parent-teacher engagement, encouraging active participation in child's academic and emotional well-being, ensuring personalized guidance and intervention, establishing consistent communication, providing structured support and intervention. So this is a school connect and the parent connect activities. Ultimately, NEP, it wants critical thinking, holistic education, collaboration, health and well-being, values, holistic development, everything. So it is connected with creativity and innovation. These are the things a child should have definitely. The teacher well-being is also affecting the child's growth. Engage students. See, the children should be always engaged in the right perspective, in the positive manner, in the optimistic manner, so that they are not being distracted. Then supportive parents, teachers, inclusive environment. So all this will make a child very happy child. So to end up with, so we have got different types of parents. So 100% parent, 100% pure and lovable parents is not available. 100% pure children is also not available. So there was a saying that one man was very much worried about, one couple was very much worried about to bring the child in a good manner. They were searching so many things, what are the techniques, this and that, and they bought a book. In that book, there are 1,000 techniques to bring up a child in the right manner. And they were going through all the techniques. But the child was doing one thing, but it was a different technique apart from all the other 1,000 techniques which was given in the book. It was an exceptional thing. So you cannot put a hard and fast rule, frame, certain things which a child can do, cannot do. It all depends on so many things, support environment and all. So in this case, so parenting is really difficult. But we were able to categorize the parent into different types. Helicopter parents, always around. Caring. Over-caring is also too dangerous. Then pernicious parents thinks their child is an angel. They won't accept the child's mistake. And we can never accept our child will be always an angel. Sometimes they may have the devil characters also. We need to understand that. Submarried parents never around. They are least bothered. They are busy with their work. It is also dangerous. Then capped crusader questions, assignment given or the reason for them. Volcano parents, explosive personality. They don't accept their child's mistake. They always argue for their child. The steel saber has 2 faces. So they are not reliable people. Uncivil libertine fights for their child's right to express themselves always. It is also need to be understood in the right manner. Hothouse parent desperate to make their child a superhuman. So they want their child results immediately. At the age of 2 or 3, they expect the child to become scientist or doctor or engineer or astronaut. It's also too dangerous. The competitor, every encounter is a boxing match. That also should not happen. So tyrant used to getting their way and know how to get it. That bodyguard accuses the teacher of singling out or picking on their child. So this kind of problem we face in our day-to-day life. So we don't blame the parents. There are very good parents, supportive parents, cooperative parents who provide conducive learning environment, who helps us in all the aspects. So in this session, to put it in a nutshell, I would like to highlight that. So parenting is not the toughest task. Please try to understand the parenting style in the correct manner and enjoy it. So it's a God-given gift. Child is a God-given gift. So the child is like a plant. So once we seed the plant, we need to take care of it. The seed has to grow. Then we need to remove the weeds. We need to provide the correct nutrients so that the plant will have a proper growth. So at every age, we should take care of the plant. The plant should become a proper tree. Similarly, a child is given to a hand by the help of God, by the grace of God. So you are blessed with the good children. So to conclude with, I would like to say a big thank you to all the parents and all the well-wishers, those who have been listening to this very patiently. Again, I would like to go to vernacular. So குழந்தைகளை கொண்டாடுவோம். குழந்தை என்பது ஒரு வரம், குழந்தை என்பது ஒரு தவம். பெற்றோராக இருப்பது அதை விட ஒரு பேரின்பம். சரியான குழந்தைகளை இந்த தருணத்தில் வளர்த்தெடுப்பது என்பது மிகப்பெரிய சவாலாக, சாமர்த்தியமான செயலாக உள்ளது. தொழில்நுட்ப கருவிகளோடு போட்டி போடுகின்ற குழந்தைகள், உறுப்பினர்களோடு பேச மறுக்கின்ற குழந்தைகள், உணர்வுகளை மறுத்து அறிவோடு விளையாடுகின்ற குழந்தைகள், அறிவுக்கு மட்டுமே முதலிடம் கொடுக்கின்ற கல்வி, விளையாட்டை பின்தள்ளுகின்ற சூழல், இவற்றையெல்லாம் சமாளித்து சிந்தித்து சந்தித்து நல்ல குழந்தைகளை திறம்பட வளர்க்க வேண்டும். அறிவாளி குழந்தைகள் மட்டும் சமுதாயத்திற்கு நிச்சயமாக பயன்பட மாட்டார்கள். அறிவையும் உணர்ச்சியையும் சமநிலைப்படுத்தி சமுதாய அக்கறையோடு அன்பையும் கலந்து உறவையும் நேசிக்கின்ற நல்ல குழந்தைகளை வளர்த்தெடுப்போம். லட்சக்கணக்கில் சம்பளம் வாங்குகின்ற பொறியாளர்களும் மருத்துவர்கள் மட்டும் நாட்டுக்கு தேவையில்லை. அத்தகைய குழந்தைகளால் நல்ல சமுதாயத்தை உருவாக்க முடியாது. உணர்வுகளை புரிந்து கொண்டு, உறவு முறைகளை புரிந்து கொண்டு, விட்டு கொடுத்து, அனுசரித்து, யாரிடம் எப்படி பேச வேண்டும், எப்படி நடக்க வேண்டும் என்ற சமுதாய திறன்களை உள்ளடக்கிய நல்ல குழந்தைகளை வளர்த்தெடுப்பது பெற்றோராகிய தலையாய கடமை. அதற்கு நாம் தகுந்த நேரத்தை செலவழிப்போம். குழந்தைகளோடு உரையாடுவோம், அவர்களோடு உணவருந்துவோம், அவர்களோடு ஒன்றாக கலந்திருப்போம். குழந்தைகளாகவே மாறிவிடுவோம். அவர்களின் நிறைகுறைகளோடு அப்படியே ஏற்றுக்கொண்டு குறைகளை குறைத்து நிறைகளை வளர்த்து நல்ல சமுதாயத்திற்கு நல்ல குழந்தைகளை நிச்சயம் கொடுப்பீர்கள் என்ற நல்ல நம்பிக்கையுடன் உங்களை எல்லாம் வாழ்த்துகிறேன். இந்த நிகழ்வில் நீங்கள் காது கொடுத்து கேட்ட விதையும் உங்கள் இதயத்தில் புகுந்த எல்லா கருத்துக்களையும் சிந்தித்து உள்வாங்குங்கள். நல்ல சமுதாயம் தழைக்கட்டும். நன்றி.